we will get started on our backs today. Welcome. So find a comfortable, supported position on your mat. We'll take the next 5 minutes to settle into our bodies and transition into our practice, into whatever it is that you are hoping to get out of practice today. Whatever brought you here, 12 o'clock on Wednesday. Once you feel supported on your mat, pretty comfortable, relaxed, start to notice your breath. Notice the ease of your breathing. You don't have to try. Notice the breath go down the throat, expand the lungs, lift the belly. And the exhale, soften. And bring the awareness to the bottom of the feet. We'll begin to move up our body slowly, one area at a time. So once the bottom of the feet feel relaxed and you've brought your awareness there, begin to go up into the ankles, into the calves, just softening, relaxing the back of the calves, the knees, up into the thighs, the back of the legs, slowly swirling our way up, feeling, tuning into our body, one little bit at a time. Still noticing that ease of breath. Brings us life. And then up into the hips and the low belly. Continuing to soften and just notice whatever's there. If there's a sensation or emotion that comes with it. Even some discomfort is okay. Because we have the awareness. We can observe our body's response. As we're trying to help and heal it. Filling the entire core, along your spine, up into the heart space. Softening all over. Healing every cell from the inside out. Eventually moving into the shoulders, down the arms, all the way to the fingertips, the palms of the hands even. Everything gets a little bit of awareness. So check in with our own self. And then up the back of your neck, spinal cord. How does your neck feel? How does your head feel? Does it feel heavy? Does it feel supported? Come on. It's okay. Soften the jaw. Soften the tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Soften the space around the eyes. The temples. And the crown of your head. Noticing your whole body as one piece. Everything you just went through is collective. As your body, your vehicle. And for the next 55 minutes, we'll let this body, this vehicle, guide us through yoga asana, the physical practice. It'll help us stay mindful of the body, mindful of the breath. And with that, I invite you to set an intention for your practice today. Or maybe even yoga off the mat, set an intention for the other parts of your day or your week. Something you wish to, how you want to be. A feeling you want to feel. Maybe we'll return to that at the end of the class. Seal it one more time. With that, we'll take a deep inhale, deep into the belly. At least 3 seconds. Hold at the top. And then exhale out of the lips softly for 4, 2, 1. Hold at the base. And then return to a normal breath. Bend those knees, bring them up to the chest, gently pull them in towards your body, hands around the shins, give yourself a little hug. Rock side to side, releasing your low back. And then come into a happy baby. Grab the outsides of your feet. Pull those knees down towards the mat beside you. And just feel into those hips here. Lots of opening. Feel your spine really connected to the mat. Nice and long spine. You can rock side to side a little bit of movement. And then we'll let the left leg go long. We're going to release the right foot and instead grab your knee. We're going to pull the knee into the armpit as much as you can here so your right leg is glued together, glued to that side body. Keep your left hip from lifting, so keep that left leg glued to the mat. And then we're going to gently roll over to the left for a little supine twist. So take your right knee all the way over to the left. Roll onto that left hip bone and feel a twist along the entire length of the back. Maybe you cactus your right arm. And let the gaze be up to the ceiling or over to the right. Say hello to your spine. Being gentle with these first few movements. And then come all the way back to center. Let your right leg go long to the mat. Find the neutral spine. And then we'll lift that left knee up into the armpit. So here we're using the strength of our arms to pull that knee as close to the body as we can, but keeping our right hip from lifting off the mat. Still using your breath. And then we'll let that left knee roll all the way over to the right, coming to the spinal twist on the other side. Gently moving that spine. You can cactus that left arm. And then let the gaze go to the left. Mindful of the neck as well. And gently come back to center, find a neutral spine. And then we're just going to stick our heels up to the ceiling here. And take some ankle circles. So breathe into your ankles, both directions. They support us all day long. Maybe even shake them out a little bit, just getting some reverse blood flow, feeling into our feet. And then flex the toes down towards the face, and we're going to begin to get into the hamstrings and calves, pulling those legs closer to you. Flex the feet however feels nice, but if you want to get into those calf muscles, the toes come down towards your face. Spine stays nice and long. And release, grab the back of the legs. You're gonna rock and roll a few times along the spine. Give yourself a little massage. Both sides of that spine, not along the bone itself. And then we'll come up to a boat pose here. So ground down through use 2 sit bones. And we're going to inhale, lift the spine, lift the chest, or tall through the crown of the head. Begin to lean back without arching the spine, lean back, and then let the feet come up, boat pose. Nice job. So this is our exhale position. We're going to inhale, let the spine come down, canoe. Exhale, back up. At your own pace, inhale. And exhale. Keep going, inhale. Use your breathing. This is for you, nobody else. So listen to that body. Slow and controlled makes it harder. Couple more. Support yourself with hands on the mat or not at all if you don't need. And then drop the left leg, we'll grab the right foot with the left hand. We're going to kick through that right heel, pulling the foot over to the left. And then inhale your right hand up to the sky and let it fall behind you. Keep pulling your left foot over, or the right foot over to the left, to the outside of that hand. Yeah, a little bit of a spinal twist. Gaze goes to the right. And then release back to center for figure 4. So take right ankle, left knee. And we're going to begin to bring the shin towards the chest, breathing into that right glute. Maybe pick up the hips and wiggle them around, get into wrist and left. Yeah. So add a little movement. Keep chopping this right knee out of the way. And then we'll release. With the right leg, come to the mat. You're gonna grab that left foot with the right hand. Kick through the heel, pull the leg over to the right. Inhale, your left hand lifts and lands behind you. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, twist a little more. Let your gaze go over that left shoulder. And return back to center, figure 4, other side. So let that left ankle land on the right knee, pull that shin towards the body. And then lift your hips using those 2 hands or fists. Get into different angles. All right, release out of that. Let's cross the knee, the ankles roll over the knees to tabletop position. Take a few rounds of cat-cow here. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze goes up. Exhale, arch the spine and the head hang heavy. Again, following your breath. So let the inhale guide you up and then exhale, nice arch in the spine. Maybe a little lateral movement, wiggling those hips side to side. Just whatever feels nice. Few more rounds. Let it be your deepest inhales and deepest exhales. And then we'll come back to a neutral spine. Let those shoulders be right over the wrists and the hips right over the knees. We'll tuck the toes, exhale to a down dog, lift the hips, send them back, send the heels. First down dog, so walk it out, pedal the feet. Find your stable down dog. Takes a few breaths to get into it sometimes. Spread those fingers wide, strong through the shoulders. Think about pulling your shoulders away from the ears, tuck your tailbone back, low ribs pull in. And then look at the space between the hands, tippy toe to the front of the mat, keep your hips really high. Come to ragdoll pose, so bend your knees, leave your belly hang out on the thighs, let your head hang heavy. You can grab your elbows and sway side to side. Big low back release. Yeah, any little movements that feel nice in the body should feel all the way from the tailbone through the crown of the head, gaining a little bit of length. Maybe straight into one leg at a time. Feeling yours. And then slowly keep those knees kind of bent. We're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time all the way to standing. Head's the last thing to come up. Take a couple shoulder rolls here, pulling them up towards the ears and then down. And then hands by the side for mountain pose. And then we're actually going to grab back our hands behind us today. Hold the shoulders open and away, lift the gaze just a little, and then exhale slowly forward fold, keeping the grip of the hands right here. Let your head be heavy, just like we just came out of ragdoll pose. You can keep those knees bent, filling down on the thighs, or straight into the legs, but keep pulling those hands overhead towards the mat. Release and inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, plant the hands, step back, take it, or plank pose, hold the plank, step back. And then from here, let's lower to half push up together. So you can drop to the knees or stay in full plank, but we're gonna come to this half push up position. This is your chaturanga, so keep the elbows closer into the body, almost like glued to the chest. There you go, beautiful. Roll up the toes, inhale, up dog, lift the chest, lift the gaze. Thighs up and out for up dog, nice job. Exhale, down dog. Nice. Inhale through the nose, open mouth, exhale, release. Inhale your right foot, bend the knee, and take some hip circles. Both directions, open that right hip. Both directions, even it out, and then we'll exhale, right knee, left elbow. Tap, and inhale, lift. Second exhale, knee to chest, pull it nice and tight, and then inhale, lift the foot. Third exhale, right knee, right elbow, give it a tap. Inhale, lift the foot. You can flip your dog here or stay in three-legged down dog. Bend that right knee. Come all the way off the mat. Press through the heels. Yeah, you got it. Reach that right hand up and over. Nice job, Troy. And return back to your down dog. Drop that right foot. We're going to drop the knees here and look at puppy pose. So puppy pose is going to stretch the front of those shoulders. Keep your hips stacked right over those knees. Walk your hands forward, let your forehead come down to the mat. Feel the front of the shoulders open, maybe even coming up onto those fingertips. One more breath here. And then walk your hands over to the right. Reach through those left fingertips. Send the weight back to that left hip. You should feel nice opening on the outside of the left shoulder. Head stays relaxed, just wherever it kind of falls down there. Walk the hands gently through center over to the left. Let's open up that outside of the right shoulder. Send the weight back into that right hip. All right, next up, come back to center and then push up to your down dog. Nice stable down dog here. So spread those fingers wide, pull your core up and in, gaze is back between the legs. Inhale, left foot lifts, bend that knee, open the hip. Both directions, yeah, just feel it out, whatever kind of guides you. Should feel nice and kind of hard, but also getting new angles. And then stay in your three-legged down dog. Lift that left leg high. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Give it a tap. Inhale, lift the foot.
Second exhale, knee to chest, pull it really high. Inhale, lift. Third exhale, left knee, left elbow. Maybe you go up to the left armpit. Inhale, lift the foot immediately. Going to flip your dog, wild thing. That's a new practice. Make sure that right hand is directly under your right shoulder. Good job. You both got it. And come back to your down dog. Look at this space between the hands on the bottom of an exhale. Walk, step, or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift, fingertips to the floor, your shins. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up to standing. Hands come overhead. Then we'll come to chair pose. So bring the big toes to touch. And then let there be some space between the heels for chair pose. Hands come forward, sit those hips back like you're trying to find that chair. Tailbone tucked down, core is engaged. Sink a little lower, lift the hands a little higher. Exhale, prayer hands, twist to the right. Left elbow, right knee. Press the palms together, let the gaze go to the right. Keep those knees glued together. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back to center, nice big breath. Exhale, twist to the left. Press those palms together and then use that strength of the arms to twist to the left, pulling your belly button up and in. Keep those hips low, nice jump. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Same exhale as your half push-up, chaturanga. Inhale, roll over those toes, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot high to the sky. Exhale, plant the foot, come up, warrior one. So heel to heel alignment, hands come forward. Deep bend in that front knee. Pull this right hip back into the socket so those hips stay square to the front of the room. Deeper bend in that front knee. Exhale, drop the hands behind you. Open those shoulders like we did a little bit earlier. And then exhale, humble your warrior. Chest falls to the inside of that right thigh. Right away, you're gonna relax your head, relax your neck. You don't have to hold up that head. Pull your hands up and over towards me. Nice job. Release back to your warrior one. Hands come forward. And then exhale, open it up, warrior two. So the hips are now wider. Your hands are open. Beautiful. Exhale, extended side angle. Right elbow, right knee. Left hand reaches up and over. Inhale, reverse it. Left hand down, right hand up. Big reach. Let the gaze be at those right fingertips. And then exhale all the way to half moon. Right hand comes in front of right toes. Left foot lifts. Right hand lifts, balancing. Maybe there's a block under that right hand. And drop that left foot. We'll come all the way to a wide-legged forward fold. Turn your toes into pigeon. Yeah, the lots are super helpful for the balancing poses. Good call. First, wide-legged forward fold. Wherever you're at, inhale, find a little bit of length. And exhale, settle your head down towards the mat. Maybe you grip the floor underneath you. And use the strength of that grip to pull you deeper to the stretch. Nice. Last breath, and then we'll walk our hands back to the front of the mat, framing right foot. Step back, take it through your chaturanga vinyasa, or skip it. Always have options when you can down dog. Take a breath there. Kind of like a reset button. And then inhale, left foot lifts high to the sky. Exhale, plant the foot, come up, warrior one, hands come forward. deep bend in that front knee. So heel to heel alignment, or your back heel might be out a little bit farther to the right. And then exhale, drop those hands, open the front of the heart space, lift the gaze. Exhale, humble your warrior. Going down with control, lowering your chest to the inside of the left leg this time. Relax that head, relax that neck. Hold the hands slowly over towards me. Nice job. Inhale, come back to warrior one. So bring those hands forward. Use the breath, and then exhale, open it up, warrior two. Going back to heel alignment, front toes forward, back to that angle, nice. Settle down here, and then exhale, extended side angle. Left elbow, left knee, right hand reaches up and over. Exhale here, and then inhale, reverse it. Cartwheel those hands, left hand up, right hand back down the leg, or wraps it on the low back. And then exhale, we're going to lift all the way to that half moon pose, picking up right foot and right hand. Bouncing on left side. If you have that block, this is exactly where you use it. Nice. And then lowering that right foot back, control all the way to the wide-legged forward fold. You'll turn those left toes into pigeon, come to center with the chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, take a different version this time. So maybe you grab the outsides of the legs and use that as a grip. Or if you're liking that shoulder stretch today, grab those hands overhead. Yeah, so many different options for wide-legged forward fold. Always protecting the back of our legs, though, the back of our knees. If you ever feel like you're hyperextending, just have a gentle bend in those knees. All right, walk your hands back to the front of the mat, bring your left foot, step left foot back to meet right, exhale, half push up. Elbows stay in, inhale, left off, shoulders out of the ears, or ears out of the shoulders. Either way, I'm not sure. Exhale, down dog. Bottom of your next exhale, look at the space between the hands, walk step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift, shine the heart forward. And exhale, forward fold, deep forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan bend all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands to heart center, down by the side. Let's come back to that chair pose. You never get a break these days. Spam calls, political calls. All right, big toes to touch, send those hips back, chair pose, sweep the hands forward. Bring your low ribs up and in. If you have act like you have a tail, tuck that tail down towards the earth. Be stronger in this chair pose. Exhale, prayer hands twist to the right. We've been here before. Get a little bit deeper this time. You're warm. Press those palms together. Gaze over to the right. Keep those knees glued together. Inhale, back to center, hands lift. Exhale, twist to the left. Same thing, other side. Get a little bit deeper. Press those palms together. Gaze goes to the left. Inhale through center. And exhale, forward fold. From here, we're going to inhale, half lift, but we're going to come back to pyramid pose. So step your left foot back, 3 to 4 feet behind the right for pyramid pose. Inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, fold over that right leg. And then we're going to gaze forward, come all the way to standing splits, pop that left foot high, grounding on the right leg. And then from here, lifting to warrior three. So maybe you have that block under the front of your gaze, lifting the chest. We're now in warrior three. Hands can be out heart center or out in front. Squeeze your glutes together, find your balance. Keep the left leg where it's at, revolved half moon, left hand down, right hand up. So you were in half moon earlier, now you're in revolved half moon. Your chest is facing the other way. And then step the back foot back for revolved triangle. Right hand stays lifted, left hand comes to inside of right foot. Big IT band stretch, keep that balance, you got it. And then drop the right hand, bend that front knee, step it back, take it through a chaturanga vinyasa, or skip it and knee and down dog. When you get there, look at the space between your hands, bottom of an exhale, walk step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift, shine the heart forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands through heart center. Down by the side. Bring those big toes to touch. Chair pose, last time here, so you know how far you were in that twist for 1 and 2. Try to go a little bit deeper this time. Inhale, sweep the hands forward, send the hips back. Exhale, prayer hands, twist to the right. Last time we'll be here. Keep those glutes down, feel the legs engaged, feel the core pulling up, press the palms together. Use your breath. Inhale, hands come forward. And exhale, left. Yeah, you got it. Press those palms together. Find that spinal twist. Inhale, come for center, and exhale, forward fold, release those legs. Inhale, half lift, and then exhale, we'll step the right foot back this time. Starting with pyramid pose. So this is the same leg stance we're going to end in with the revolved triangle. About heel to heel alignment, back to that at an angle, front toes forward. You can have that block here to help with the stretch. Release your forehead down towards the left foot. All right, beginning to move the weight into the left foot. You're going to have to bend that knee to stay strong. Pop up to standing splits. Keep that right foot high. Nice. Let your forehead come down towards the foot, challenging your balance. Nice job, Troy. And then this transition is tricky, lifting up to warrior 3. You have to really find strength in that left leg. Hands can be out hard center or straight forward. Squeeze your glutes together, dump it up, one more pose, revolve half moon. Left hand up, right hand down. Nice job. Let that gaze go over to the left. Everything's working here. And then revolve, triangle. Drop your back foot. Let your right hand slide to the inside of left leg. That block will be perfect again. And then keep your left hand lifted. Yeah, nice. All right, drop it down. Hands come under the shoulders. Step that left foot back to meet the right. Take it through your chaturanga vinyasa. Or skip it, knee down dog. Let's come to pigeon pose, right side. Inhale, right foot lifts. Exhale, knee lands behind the wrist. Bring your shin nice and high to the front of the mat. Settle that right leg long. And then pigeon pose is going to be at your own pace, coming down into variation that feels best for you. Maybe those forearms drop. Being mindful of the knee. You can always come into that figure 4.
Couple more breaths here. Bring those hands under the shoulders to press up, lifting the chest. We'll roll over onto the right hip, lift the left foot, come all the way around for full expression of pigeon pose, getting both hips at the same time. So try to stack ankles and knees. Modifications to make this pose less intense, you can straighten that bottom leg, just do one hand at a time. But if you like this pose, you can begin to bow forward, being mindful of both hips, yeah. So since you have it to where you might even bring your bottom foot out a little bit, making it harder on that bottom hip, more of a stretch. You have it as well. Inhale, find some length in the spine, and then exhale, use that to move forward. Both hips. Press back up. Let's release the legs here before we go to the other side. We'll take a seated stretch. Let's bring our legs out long. So get those sit bones nice and connected to the mat. So sometimes you might inch yourself forward a little bit. And then reach through the heels and flex your toes back towards the face. Inhale, find lift and length right here through the spine. And then exhale, bow forward, reaching for those toes, back of the legs. Pull your belly up and in as the top of your head keeps reaching forward. If you feel stuck, come out of it a little bit with an inhale, find some more length, and then exhale, fold more. All right, release on out of that. We're going to bring the right heel in towards the body, come into a shoulder stretch. So look kind of like how we started class and I had to grip this thigh up into your armpit, kind of like that, going right back to that space, except for we're going to bring our right shoulder in front of the right knee, reaching all the way for our bind. So the goal is for the fingertips to touch. So right hand goes palm face up, down towards your low back, and then left hand has a lot more reach. So maybe you guide that left hand using your knees all the way to the low back. If you have the bind, inhale, find lift and length. And exhale, fold over your left leg. All right, release on up out of that. Feel the front of that right shoulder, kind of a nice stretch there. And then we'll take the same thing on the other side. So bring the left heel nice and into the body, as tight as you can. Heel comes nice to the center, and then reach that left shoulder in front of the left knee. Left hand goes back first, and then right hand has a nice big reach. Maybe gripping your shirt or using a strap. Inhale, come out of it just a little, find lift with the chest, length of the spine. Exhale, forehead goes down towards the right shin. All right, nice job. Release on that side. We're going to come back to the down dog to get into pigeon pose, left side. So take any little movements that you need, right foot lengths, to get a little bit of leg stretch here. And then inhale, left leg right to the sky. Exhale, pigeon pose, left side. Let that knee come high, shin comes high. Walk that right leg back. Moving down at your own pace, one or both forearms. Making sure there's no pain in that knee space. If there is, roll onto the back, take a different posture. Last nice releasing exhale here. Inhale, lift up, and then roll over onto that left hip. Right foot swings all the way around. It's called full expression of pigeon or fire log pose. So one thing I like to do is lift up my hips, pressing those fists into the hands or the mat, and then come back down. I feel usually a little bit more even here. The goal is to reduce that space between knee and ankle eventually. If you feel comfortable here, inhale, lift, and exhale, fold. Otherwise, staying in that seated position or maybe removing that bottom leg. Alright, gently pressing up to seated. And we're gonna roll over our knees, come to down dog. Last time, I'm gonna stand us up for a couple more minutes before we go on to our back. So find your down dog. Spread those fingers wide, strong through the shoulders. And then inhale, right foot high to the sky. Exhale, plant the foot, come up high lunge. Sweep the hands forward, you're on the ball of the back foot. Deep bend in that front knee, feel that hip flexor open. Settle in, high lunge, working position. And then from here, warrior three, pop off that back foot, reach your hands forward. You look like a capital T from the side, warrior three. Stay here or do a curtsy squat, bringing your knee to the back of the right calf, standing back up. For two, bending, squatting, inhale, warrior three, go to 5. Feel your glutes activated, keeping you strong, and then step it back, high lunge. Work on those transitions, nice and smooth. And then exhale, easy twist. Left hand on the inside of right foot. Right hand lifts high to the sky. Let your gaze go to those right fingertips. And then check out your left shoulder. Make sure you're stacked over left wrist. Come to side plank. Right foot stacks on top of left. Yogi's choice, keep top foot lifted or bottom knee down. Return right hand to the mat. Exhale, chaturanga, last chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, last up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot lifts high to the sky. Exhale, take the foot, come up high lunge. Try to work on those transitions. Deep bend in the front knee. You're on the ball of the back foot. And then also lift that right knee up into the quad. Just straighten that back leg. Gaze can be forward. We're going to pop up to warrior three. Hands forward. Nice job, yogis. Use that breath.
Taking 5 curtsy squats or standing warrior 3. Bending the knee, letting your knee and calf meet. Last one, nice and strong. Come back, high lunge. Hands come forward. And then exhale, easy twist. Right hand on the inside of left leg. Left hand stays lifted. Look up to the sky. And then side plank with the left foot stacked on top of the right. Nice job. Feel that core. This is a full body workout. Use the breath. And release. Left hand to the mat. Lower down those knees. Lower down your chest. Nice job. All right, let's get into the shoulder here. So we'll start with left side. Reach your left hand out away from the body. And then roll up. Over onto the left side, stacking your right hip on top of left. The nice thing about this pose too is if you lift that top leg, which you guys both have that, it adds a little bit of a spinal twist. I'm doing a lot of spinal twists today, so use this to notice how open it feels. And then gently coming back to center. Nice and slow, with a little bit of rebound. And then when you're ready, same thing other side. Go nice and slow into these stretches. Stick that right arm out away from the body and then roll. I'm pushing with the left hand to guide you, stabilize you. Feeling that chest space open all the way down through to the fingertips. Come back to center. Feel that rebound. Might feel a little tingly. Bring your hands under your shoulder space right here, and then we're going to press back to the child's pose. Let your spine move on, hips go back towards the heels, forehead rests on the mat. And then we'll roll onto our backs. You guys can turn to have your feet face the front of the room so that when we end, it's together. Transition onto our backs for the last 10 minutes of class. So when you get there, hug those knees into the chest. Give yourself a little hug. Maybe rock side to side, just like we did at the beginning. Try to get your tailbone down to the mat, the whole length of the spine, even like the back of your neck. So you're tall through your crown. And then we'll come into a happy baby. Grab the outsides of the insides of your feet. Feeling way more open in the hips. You can rock side to side. Straight into one leg at a time. And then release the feet up to the ceiling. Actually, let's go to bridge pose today. So let's bring our heels down towards the mat. And then for bridge pose, you want to be about heels are where your fingertips can still reach them. That's how far away they are. And then the movement here is going to be pressing through the heels and lifting the hips, and then rolling your shoulders together underneath you. And you want to try and grab your hands. So on an inhale, press through the heels, lift the hips. Roll up onto those shoulders, grab your hands underneath, and then release your glutes. Keep pressing through the heels. Come up onto the tippy toes, release the hands, roll down one vertebrae at a time. Let your tailbone be the last thing to come down. Take a moment here, and then we'll do the same thing other side. Other side. We'll do the same thing 2 more times. 2 more bridge poses. All right, back to center. Inhale. Bridge pose, lift those hips, press through the heels. Grab those hands underneath you. See if you can think about pushing your chest up towards the chin. Notice the natural C-curve in your spine. We want that. Release the hands, roll up onto those tippy toes, rolling down one vertebrae at a time. One breath here. And then we're going to come to our third and final bridge pose, or wheel, which is a pretty big back bend if you're ready. You can take those hands by your ears for wheel. So wherever you're at, inhale, lift the hips, press up to your down dog or your wheel. Nice job, guys. Only pushing your body where it's ready. Nice form. And gently release. Try to come down one vertebrae at a time. And then I'll give you guys a minute here to get any last poses or stretches in for your practice today. We did a lot of spinal twists, so I'm not going to add a spinal twist. But maybe a plow pose if you want to reach your feet overhead. You can get up, stretch the neck, sit up. Any last stretches. Prepping our body for stillness. Notice how your body's feeling at the end of the practice. Maybe returning to that intention that you set. All right, we're going to end class in Shavasana. This pose is very still. So make sure that you start out where you believe you'll be most comfortable. But if you do notice any little urges to move around, you don't have to resist them. But also sometimes just noticing the minor discomfort rather than trying to fix it. It's also an option. So for the next few minutes, I invite you to complete stillness. Welcome to Shavasana.
Invite some movement back into the body by wiggling fingers, toes, let it go up the limbs, feel the core, waking the body back up. Take a nice deep breath, open your eyes. And then reach your hands overhead like it's the first stretch of the day. Use this to roll over onto your favorite side. Use the bicep as a pillow. And take a moment here. And gently press back up to a comfortable seated position. Ground down through the tailbone, through those sit bones, tall through the spine. You can close your eyes through the end practice if that's comfortable. We'll take our last inhale together, bring the hands overhead. Exhale the thumbs down to the third eye center. Do your practice and all is coming. Namaste.
Namaste.